like, I asked him, like, how do you develop a character? And he's like, literally, look online, how to develop a character, and then see what they do. Go watch movies of who you want your character to be. Like, cause, my character, it's kind of hard to explain because I don't really know what it is because I want it to be an amplified version of myself. And I'm like, well, then again, I don't really know who I am because I'm still like only 18 and I still don't know who I am or, cause like I look at my life outside of wrestling and there really isn't much. So like that's why I'm just like living wrestling now. But I want to be like, I want to be very Sharpay Evans. I want to be very, Barbie, like Mean Girls, but has a good guy.
Okay.
Just like super like 2000s aesthetic, like moment, like pop star. And like, so that's just like, I've been trying to watch like Legally Blonde and Mean Girls, like I said, High School Musical, like all those like super girly blonde, like, but then when I get in the ring, like I'm a wrestler and like I take this seriously. So it's just like a crossover between all those things.
No, I mean, that makes a lot of sense to try to gather things from those characters that, you know, you enjoy. I would also recommend, so my girlfriend has me watching some of the Real Housewives stuff, so I would recommend some of that as well, because especially like the Beverly Hills ones. I think there's Beverly Hills, I think there's another LA one, and then I can't watch the New York or New Jersey just because the accent alone bothers me. But those are probably good also. There's so many good one-liners in those shows as well, and whenever you do have to go heel, you can use so many Mean Girl references and different, you know, characters and little quotes to use as well. So I'd recommend those.
Oh, okay. I definitely, whenever I do turn heel, I want to have a burn book so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be so cute, but I'll probably call it something else, like a Brittnie book or something.
That's good. No, I like that. I like that you're already, you know, trying to figure out little things you can do for the future for a character as well. That's really good.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to the Barbie movie, by the way. I am so ready. Like, I'm so ready to watch that because I want to take so much from it.
I was going to say, I imagine you're going to take a lot from that movie, and I look forward to it because it looks like an acid trip that I'm very curious how they're going to make an entire story and movie about it. So I don't exactly understand how it's going to work. Yeah, I'll probably take a and watch it. It'll be great.
And it's funny because, like, I can't figure out what the target audience is because it looks like it's for kids, but then also you know that adults are going to be watching it. Like, you know that, like, teenagers and adults, like, they're going to have to, like, I'm so curious to see what they're going to do because I don't really even know what the movie is about. I just know it's about Barbie.
Well, plus you got Ryan Gosling looking the way he does, and it's like, what lady doesn't want to go watch that?
Yeah, for sure. I heard John Cena's in it.
I think I did hear that. I believe he's the G.I. Joe.
Yes, I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, that would make sense. Let's see. I'm looking it up literally as we speak. What does it say? Oh, he's got too many upcoming projects. I can't check. Oh, he's Ken. Or he's one of the Kens.
Oh, hey, awesome.
I mean, it makes sense. Look at the guy. Well, there's so many Kens that, okay, this should be, there's a lot of Kens, there's a lot of Barbies. All right, see, I don't even know how this movie's going to work. Okay, I really got to watch this. I'm very confused about it.
I keep tweeting them. I'm like, invite me to the movie premiere. I could be your professional wrestler Barbie. Come on.
Boom.
So if anybody from Barbie is watching this as we speak, invite me to the movie premiere.
I wish I was close to John Cena. I would just let him know. Or Ryan Gosling,
Yo, yes.
So speaking of John Cena, in a way, I read that Nikki Garcia, aka Nikki Bella, is one of your inspirations. What is it about her you love? What is it about her you love so much? And we see you be doing things outside of wrestling the way she did?
So since I was like a kid, I just, you know how you just gravitate towards people? Like, I just thought the Bella Twins were so cool. Like, I just loved the way that they carried themselves, the way they walked, the way that they talked. Like, even as, I mean, a lot of the time that I watched them, they were heels. And back then, I did not like mean people. Like, I loved the faces. So, like, the fact that they, like, were able to get my attention and my love, like, I literally, like, I just loved them. And I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I guess just the way that they made me feel. And that's just a sliver of what I hope I make, like, little girls and little boys feel. Because this past weekend, this is a little off track, but, like, this past weekend I was in California at this VWE, Venue Wrestling, and it was like a little, they had, like, a pop-up shops all over and stuff, and this little girl, like, I met so many little girls, and they were all just so cute, and I'm, like, I would see how nervous they were when they would come up to, like, say hi to me. And I was just like, this is how I felt when I met the Bella Twins. Like, that's wild to me that I'm, like, in some facet, some way, making them feel even a sliver of how, like, I felt when I met the Bella Twins. Because I remember just being so nervous. I met them at it was Desert Ridge Mall. They had a Brittnie B pop-up shop. And I begged my mom to take me. And, I literally, like, waited outside for hours in the Arizona heat. It was no joke. And then they closed the signing, but the Bella Twins came out through the front, and they were like, we're going to say hi. Like, all these people have been waiting out here for hours for us, and they don't get to meet us. So they came, and they said hi, and they stayed, like, an extra 2 hours just outside with the fans. And, like, that meant so much to me. And I loved everything they did. I listened to their podcast. I watched their YouTube channel. I was Total Divas, Total Bellas. I, like, literally loved them, and I had an Instagram, like, fan page, and that's kind of where the Brittnie Brooks comes from, because I always called the Nikki Bella, the Brie Bella, so I put the Brittnie Brooks. So that's kind of why and I used to do the Bella Twins backflip in my entrance, and I haven't done it ever since I returned, because I want to do my own thing. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what my thing is, but I do owe a lot of, like, I guess my confidence, the way I move in the ring is about twins. Like, when I say I love them, I love them.
I mean, they've done so much for women in general in the sport, and they're really showing what there is outside of pro wrestling. Like, obviously, if you are in the WWE, you're going to have this umbrella that WWE wants to keep you under, and that they'll probably allow you to do like a Dancing with the Stars or something like that. But, you hear those cases of them wanting to do like a fitness line or maybe an alcohol something. Like, the Bellas have their own wine now, but imagine when they were wrestling, they couldn't have done that because WWE can't put their name on some alcohol. Like, it's just, they can't. But they are doing a great thing of showing once you're done or once you're on your way out, there is life after WWE. There is life after pro wrestling. But, of course, you got to make those years of where people know who you are and can really get along and behind you. And I really think that, Total Divas helped out a lot. Obviously, I think Being Bella was the other show that really helped, put them on the map and keep them on the map. And, even this last show that Nikki did with her whole, journey of, into the wedding and being married and, being a mom now. And like, so, I think it's really opened a lot of women's eyes to, hey, I could be a pro wrestler. And also, when the pro wrestling's done, there is a life outside of it.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of crazy for me to think about, like, at this point, because it's like, I just want to make it, and I just want to, like, make it to that level. I haven't even thought about any of that. Like, that makes me genuinely sad to think about. Like, I don't know. It's just weird, because it's like, I want to wrestle so bad, and, like, I don't know. Like, and that's, like, another thing that, like, really changed my mindset, because it's like, I can't imagine my life without wrestling, and I can't imagine not doing this. And that's, like, where I'm like, if I go to college, get this degree, it sounds great, but then I'm in a job, and, like, I'm going to have to turn down bookings. I mean, even when I'm in school, I'm going to have to turn down bookings so I can get my homework done. Like right now I already struggle. I mean, I struggle so much with balancing what I have. I can't imagine being a college student. Like I go to a community college, but there's a university steps it up, and devoting my time to something that, yeah, I would be in sports and entertainment management, but I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be working for a company. I don't want to have a desk job. I want to be traveling to shows. Like a 10-hour car ride does not hold a grain of salt to like a 2-hour class. Like 2-hour classes feel so much longer than a 10-hour car drive to like a wrestling show. I would much rather be doing something for wrestling than, you know, being in a class. So that was a little tangent, kind of went off.
No, it makes sense. I mean, you shouldn't be sad about the life after wrestling, because for you, that's going to be a long way down the line. You have so many years ahead of you. Like you said, you're 18 years old. So, like, there's, you know, barring injuries or whatever, but people come back from those injuries like you've already done. And so if you've already done that once, whatever injury comes down along the line, you know, you can get past that as well and continue to work and continue to entertain people, make money, and, you know, make that inspiration for those little girls that, like you said, were even nervous just to come talk to you. So don't worry about that far down the line, but, you know, maybe have a mindset of, okay, this is what I would maybe like to do down the line, maybe even open your own wrestling school so you can continue to give back to the wonderful world that is pro wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, when it came to creating like a move set and a finisher, how did you decide on all of yours?
Oh, I'm a mess. Every single time I go to practice, I was like, every week, I'm like, I want to do a different offense. Because I feel like I do almost the same thing every single match, and I hate that. But it's just, so one day my coach was like, try throwing a spin kick. And so, like, the spin kick has kind of become my thing, because I just love doing it. It's fun. At first I was scared when I first came back, because, like, I have to spin on my knee that, like, got hurt. And, like, the spinning, like, movement of anything is, like, scary to do. But, yeah, so, and I'm still developing my finisher. I just changed it because I used to do a jumping knee off the top rope. I can't, like, my balance is really off still, and I'm working on it, like, every day in the gym, like, doing whatever I can. I mean, and then when I go to practice, I try to, like, stand on the ropes a lot, too. But, like, I'm still not comfortable standing on the top rope anymore, which, like, really sucks because, like, I love doing it. And, like, I was getting to the point where pre-injured Brittnie Brooks was doing literally springboards and suicide dives and stuff. And, like, I've been doing them a little bit again, but, like, I haven't hit a springboard in a match yet. I haven't really been able to, like, land it right. Because the whole, like, jumping down is still very scary for me. But, I guess just developing a moveset, like, I watch a lot of, like, WWE video games, like the mocap for WWE video games. I teach myself, like, the names of all these moves because there's nothing more, like, embarrassing and hurtful to me when, like, somebody's like, oh, yeah, I do this move. And I'm like, I've never heard of it. Like, so I want to make sure that I know every move and the general idea of every single move. So then it's just, like, because I am a student of the game, I should know, like, this is my job, this is my profession, I should know everything about it. So, like, I watch, a lot of the mocap for video games, and I watch movesets, like the 30 moves of Alexa Bliss, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, AJ Lee, Nikki Bella, like, and a lot of guys too, because, I want to wrestle. I want to be a wrestler. I don't want to be good for being a girl. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be, oh, she's good for being a girl. Like, no, I want to be good. Like, and nobody sets the standard higher than Charlotte. Like, I want to be Charlotte level good. And there's a reason why she's a champion, and because she's good. And she's not good for a girl. She's a good wrestler. And that's, like, the standard that I want to get to, so.
She is, and so I want to mention intergender wrestling, because I think that done right, it is, I mean, wrestling's art at the end of the day. And so a match between a man and a woman can be art. And I genuinely believe that if Charlotte were to have an intergender match, it would be amazing, especially, I mean, obviously depending on who it's with, But I really think that even with wrestling other men,